Hi guys, quick update here for YouTube. Hope everyone's doing great. It's now Tuesday, 2nd of December 2025. Not financial advice, educational purposes. So, happy Thanksgiving to those who are celebrating. For those who want to know more, we've nailed this market top and bottom since the start of the year, and we have been doing so for the last 8 years. It's a 10% discount code, which is MASTERCLASS. 10% off the full version of the MASTERCLASS, as well as 10% off the 3-month subscription for the first 3 months. And then after which point you go to its normal price, which is discounted anyway. Anyone who buys over the next week or so both the MASTERCLASS as well as the 3-month Facebook subscription will get free access to the mortgage amortization course, second part of which has now been delayed about 3.5 years. We're hoping to get that out for, I would say, mid to 2026. A lot of people have been asking for it. I mean, it's only $30 for the first version of the course. Very, very detailed. It's important people understand how these long-term amortized kind of loans work. But the stock market has been so favorable in its conditions the last 3 years. We just not had time to finish it off. But I am definitely hoping to get that done by mid 2026. I know a lot of people are emailing me, sort of messaging me on the Facebook page. And if you want to get in touch, there's an email link down below, as well as if you want to pay via crypto. The best way to do that is just to Facebook message me. You can even have a fake account on Facebook. The only reason we use Facebook is just because we use their video servers. That's the only reason. But Teachables has got its own kind of service here where we can use their video servers, but there's no ability in Teachables to update urgently or to do a quick ad hoc update, which I suppose I can, but text message updates on Teachables are kind of hard. As you can see here, I sort of delete the video updates as they go along to make sure they don't get leaked, so I only really leave the last 5 or 6, but that's why we're using Facebook, and it works. If you want to make a fake account, that's okay too, and obviously keep your privacy on high. We've nailed this entire call. Now, we've said at the start of the year, there's always a couple of big calls that you have to make. The biggest call was buying the S&P, all the way down here at 5,000. So we went long SPXL, call options, SPY, and we got rid of that going into here. S&P still hasn't topped. I'm not looking for a top just yet. We've said it months ago. I wasn't feeling a 2025 top. So we're looking at a top at some point in 2026. We can't give you exact time and price targets here because it's unfair on group members. But that's the state with the S&P. Anyone who's not bought an index fund the last 18 years, I don't know what to tell you how bullish the S&P has been. Now, Bitcoin, we've got out here well above 110,000. A lot of people are still clinging on to some kind of bullish hope, trying to sell group subscriptions. We're not here to do that, okay? The first video I ever did was to call the top and the bottom, okay? So we're here to sell the truth. We're not here to just be bullish for the sake of being bullish. That's wasting people's money, wasting people's time. From the sounds of it, from collating sentiment, from people who have been messaging me, emails, Twitter. I follow 150 accounts on YouTube and Twitter. I data mine all of their messages, all of their trades, and we're looking at, and even people you might know personally. Let's say you're with someone within your family group around the Thanksgiving table. From the sounds of it, people are still convinced of this soon, like an imminent kind of move back up. And I get the impression a lot of big players, and this is the thing, they can call themselves big players. Call yourself a hedge fund. It doesn't matter. Goldman Sachs doesn't care. They're the only big player who is around here. And we teach people how to think like the professionals, right? It's there in the tagline. It's there for a reason, right? So who are we trying to emulate here? We're trying to think like Goldman Sachs would think. So the big players, the big algorithmic hedge funds are thinking this is an opportunity to buy. It was on Fast Money just yesterday on CNBC last night. And it's incredible. And they're just retail traders who are wrong in much larger size, right? The only reason there would be a technical bounce here, which we took full advantage of, is that it's a one-to-one correlation with the last move down, right? And, we were always going to get some kind of technical move there. But technical move is not good enough. This market is still bearish until proven otherwise. Very, very soon, even before the end of the year, maybe soon after. I won't tell you exactly when, but in the next couple of months, we're expecting a very big bounce here from crypto because we understand how markets move. Markets don't move down in a straight line. And this is very tactful because we like to get the low within a couple of $100 off the low. That's how good we are, right? So this is all documented on the Facebook group. Once again, if you've not been in the Facebook group, you've really missed out, right? This has been documented, this exact trade at 31. And the Solana trade was a message, right? So we're not interested in just getting the low by a couple of dollars. We call that exact low. I call that exact low on New Year's Eve 2022. And everyone jumped in sub 10. Look at where it went after that. Where do you think it's going to go right now? Well, we can't tell you. And on Ethereum, well, I don't want to pull up Ethereum because people are probably data mining my own videos, and so they can also see the alerts. So I've had to actually delete the alerts that I had on this. So I don't want people to know where the alerts are, because obviously the alerts would probably give off quite a bit of information. For some reason, TradingView doesn't let you open up a brand new tab without alerts, right? So I've had to delete a lot of those alerts, note them down, then I can re-add them for the Facebook video. The next one's due on Thursday. So going back to my train of thought there, it's just a technical bounce, bit of a rhombus kind of flex going on there. Doesn't mean that it's boring. It still looks quite heavy here. A tremendous buying opportunity is coming up pretty soon, but we need to see more fear. A lot of the weak hands who can't read a chart, who are following a bunch of gimps, they have to be shaken out. Now, no one wants to be shaken out. No one wants to be a weak hand. This isn't not like you wake up every day and call yourself a weak hand, call yourself a loser. I'm sure people are, winners in their day-to-day life, but the stock market makes you a loser. The stock market makes you think and act like a gimp because you don't have this professional level knowledge, right? Notice, look at that. One module out of the 48 laws of power, that's barely 2.2% of them off. The entire masterclass is one video on secondary indicators such as MACD, RSI. I did not want to make this about secondary lagging indicators. Obviously, they are notable. Of course, occasionally we might pull up a MACD or an RSI, but I wanted to make a point. These indicators that everyone is using as leading indicators are not really leading. They are derived from the three variables: price, time, and volume. Notice, only 2% of my educational course, world-class, best in the world. There's nothing on the planet as good as this, right? Okay, you're shooting yourself in the foot by not buying it, frankly. There's 2% of it is lagging indicators. That's how much focus I put on MACD, RSI. It's 2%. And the 98% is everything that you need to know. We're going to the source. Even price action to a certain extent is lagging because price is based on volume, right? Without volume, there would be no market, obviously, right? Just like a cattle auction, a car auction, without people actually transacting buys and sells with volume, there would be no market, right? So we teach people the primary ways of analysis and trading, and therefore understanding how to invest and basically become profitable, right? And that's Elliott wave, that's volume, that's fibs, and that's price action, that's auction market theory. Those are the 5 leading indicators. Notice there, I spend 80 minutes, that's barely 2%. These are edited down videos. This took me the best part of a year to formulate. But the knowledge that I'm sharing here is over 18 years of knowledge there, right? And I've lived through all the scars, all the ups and downs, the big losses, the big wins, everything. So people who are taking this masterclass, they can learn from that, speed up their own knowledge process. You apply good knowledge over time, you develop experience, and then it's just a repeatable process, right? I've already suffered through the scars over the last 18 years, very, very early on, mind you, 2009, 2010, so other people don't have to. You have to learn the right knowledge. And sometimes it means forgetting about everything that you've ever learned. And That's why it's so useful. So take advantage of the masterclass while you can. Anyway, so with Bitcoin, we've got out at the top. We bought the S&P at 5K. Those are the big two calls. It's still looking weak. An incredible buying opportunity is coming up here pretty soon. If we show you some of the coins that we cover, I mean, we cover all of these, right? Great buying opportunities in all of these here coming up pretty soon. And, we are covering over, 20, 30, 40 altcoins here. Mona has been mentioned recently here. Monad. I know many YouTubers are many people who are listening to this probably know about that. So if you want to know more, just come and join the group. Okay, the market is, however, still quite weak. So I would say there's more downside here to come, but sooner or later you're going to get a really big bounce here, and we have the exact levels of that bounce. I'm not interested in dollar cost averaging a bounce, right? So people who have been buying here around Thanksgiving, around 80,000, they have to get shaken out. Once again, no one wants to get shaken out, but sorry, mate, that's the stock market. 99% of people have to lose for the 1% of us to win. And the 1% of us in the group, we are the winners. So it's in our best interest that people make retarded investment decisions, right? I cannot believe the number of people who are buying this dip, by the way. It's quite worrying, really, that they can't understand the severity of this move down. It's very, very worrying. But I can't give too much away here. But obviously, we have a track record here of calling this market pretty soon. So if you want to know more, take advantage of the masterclass. Prices across the board will be going up from January. That's almost a guarantee. The years of discounted pricing here are going to be over. You can blame inflation for that if you like, but good knowledge is hard to find, and nothing of value is free. So there's not much more to say. If you guys want to comment in the YouTube section, what I'm more than happy to do, rather than giving away gems from the group, if you have any coins, any new layer ones like Monad over there, just let us know, and we can have a look in the next video. Obviously, it's been 8 years since I've personally been on YouTube, so it's been a great time. Thank you for all the likes, the shares, and the comments. All those who have been in the group before, who are gonna be in the group, who are in the group right now, who have bought my educational course. Hopefully, you found value in all of that. It's good to good to be grateful there too. Good to be thankful for that. So hopefully we can continue to do videos for many years to come. So that is that. So Bitcoin still bearish. There's much more downside here, but a big buying opportunity is coming very soon. If you want to know more, come and join the group. Obviously, the altcoins are going to follow, but we have to understand the more and more Bitcoin crashes, the less and less effect it will have on said altcoin, okay? Obviously, it's crashed all the way from 120k. We have seen some quite severe corrections in Bitcoin's history, haven't we, right? But what I'm trying to get to say is, right now, they're moving in tandem with the altcoins. But soon enough, there will be some subtle divergences where Bitcoin will be down 5% and your favorite altcoin, which usually moves more, won't be down 5%. It'll be more like 1%, or it'll go sideways. And those are the subtle signs that I'm seeing in the charts that tell me that we are due for quite a nice little bounce here. And on top of that, the crypto stocks obviously give us some leading indicator status too. So it's not just crypto that we are following here. So if you want to know more, come and join the group. The more and more lower we go, the more and more people get wiped out here, the faster we can repair this market and start going back up again. But based on just recent chit chats here over the last week or so, people are buying this like at best. At best, it's a bit of a one of these, but that does not have the structure on any way, shape, or form for it to be going here anytime soon. The market has to go lower to go higher. And if you want to know more, come and join the group. Like I said, prices will be going up, and don't really want to give away the altcoins because I'll have alerts on all of them. So I've had to remove the alerts on Bitcoin's history too. So anyway, if you want to know more, come and join the group. I'll wrap it up there. In fact, I'll wrap it up with our favorite Hodge Twin video here. Because these guys think we're going to 5,000 apparently.
Yeah. Bitcoin. Bitcoin. Bitcoin's crashing. Get out. You need to sell everything. Put it in tether, man. It's getting crazy out here. Hey, man. Dog, man, I'm telling you right now, we need to put everything in tether. This market hasn't bottomed out yet. I think Bitcoin's going to like 5,000.